Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. I'm so excited to share with you all my herbal hair oil recipe. This oil is jam-packed with all kinds of essential oils and herbs, so get ready. First and foremost, I want to clean off my little work area. One day in the future, I will invest in a stainless steel table, but for now, this will do. So I'm just going to sanitize everything. So we're going to start with our oils first. So we're going to have sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, vegetable glycerin, coconut oil, jojoba oil, and argan oil, but I put that in last. So I'm going to put the recipe, like the measurements, down below, but just so you know, I put half of the oils in the crock pot on low. Now mind you, this crock pot is only for my hair oils. So half of the oils go in here, and then I put half of the oils on the side, which you'll see later on. So then I have all of my herbs, and I'm going to also list these down below as well. But I believe it's between 10 to 12 herbs, if I'm not mistaken, that is jam-packed into this herbal oil. So I'm going to lay them all out, but usually I have them already pre-packaged. Like I'll just usually put like 2 to 3 batches worth in the mason jar, as you can see. And this just makes it easier for me when I go to make my my batches. So go ahead and pour that into your oil as it's melting down. And then I let that sit, and here's the other oil that I have. I'm just going to let this sit to the side and melt down. That's all the coconut oil that you see solid for right now. I kind of like put it close to the crock pot so that it can kind of melt down. Now I'm going to, while that's heating up, I'm just going to go ahead and get my bottles ready. So I have these labels from Avery. I got the template from an Etsy shop. And it's tedious, but it's all worth it. Oh, and by the way, these are actually, I just opened up an Etsy shop, so these are all going to be available in my Etsy shop, which I'll leave the link for that down below. So moving on, I actually strain the herbs, which you'll see later on, but I like to add fresh herbs to each individual bottle. So I have green tea, lavender, rosemary, hibiscus, and rose petals, which I'm going to add to each individual bottle. And this just, to me, gives it a nice, like, fresh scent. So being as though I don't use any artificial scents in this oil, any no fragrance oils or anything like that. Everything's 100% natural. I like to add a little extra oomph to each individual bottle. So now I got them all packaged up. Take a couple pictures and videos for my Instagram feed. And then I'm going to get ready for the good stuff. So I had this sit for it usually sits for about 15-20 minutes. And then I turn it completely off and let it just sit in the crock pot to cool down. Now it's towards the end of the night, and so I'm going to dump it into this mason jar. And I'm going to add the other oil that wasn't in the heat. Now, mind you, the reason why I do this is because I don't want all of my oils to sit in heat. Even though I don't use a high heat, like I said, I put the crock pot on low. I don't want to take away any of the essential nutrients from the actual oils. So that's why I save some of the oils on the side and add them in last. I'm just going to shake that up and put that and let it sit overnight. So now this is actually the next day, and you can let it sit for however long you want. If you want to let your herbs sit for a whole week, a whole month, that's up to you. I only let mine sit for overnight, and then we're just going to go ahead to the straining process. By the way, I got this strainer from off of Amazon. So the clumps that you see right there is just the coconut oil. Hadn't melted all the way down, but I'm not too worried about that because I'm going to take this little pusher device and it'll kind of melt it down on its own. I'm going to do a little quick switcheroo and put it in this measuring cup just so I can change out the bottom because it was overfilling. So here's the little pusher that strainer comes with, and I'm just going to go ahead and push these herbs down. Now this is the good stuff. This is what I like to call the good stuff. When you get closer to the herbs right here, it kind of has like a nice thick, almost like a syrupy consistency to it, and I don't know, it just smells more fragrant. It makes the texture of the oil a little bit different. I think it must have something to do with the marshmallow root that's in this mixture. I'm gonna show you in a little bit just how thick of a consistency the bottom of the oil is once you like really strain it. So right when you think you might be done straining this oil, you're not. So as you can see, it's still dripping down, and that right there is going to be that nice thick consistency that I was talking about. By the way, if you've made it this far into the video, I would love it if you would just give this video a like. It really helps me out in the algorithm, get my little video pushed out. Leaving a like is sort of like leaving a tip for a waitress, honestly, when it comes to YouTubers. So if you've already liked this video, thank you so much. And just thank you in general for watching. I really appreciate it. So I'm just going to keep on straining to make sure I'm not wasting any good oils. As you can see, it's still kind of dripping down a little bit. Like I said, just when you think you're done, you're not. So now it's time for the filling part. I like to put a little bit of oil on my syringe first. It just kind of helps me to maneuver the end of the, I don't know, it helps with suction basically. So just gonna go ahead and fill these bottles up. I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but I just recently opened an Etsy shop. Actually, just this week. I had my own website, which is, I still have my own website, which is shopquenched.com, in which I sell my oils and I sell some robes with some matching scarves, different things like that. But I said, you know what, let me just try my luck on Etsy. So I'm going to leave my link below if anyone wants to check out my Etsy shop. I'm going to have hair oils, hair and body butters, any kind of herbal concoctions in my little Etsy shop. So this is the finished product. Took some pictures. I brought it to the beach to take some pictures for my Instagram page. And right away, a couple of them sold. So thank you so much, guys, for watching and tuning in. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Thanks again. Bye-bye.